Good morning and thank you for tuning in. This is Walter Mithkite reporting for GNN, the Gielinor News Network. In place of our normal news coverage, our producer, Weave, has been spending some time in the Inferno. As he lost his mind trying to clear the waves, he was able to interview the combatants of the Inferno. From the center of moral wreck to your Commorb, I happily present to you the GNN Inferno special with Weave.
Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I got here. I was able to start attempting the Inferno because a friend loaned me his twisted bow, but with bad clicks and analysis paralysis, that's how I keep ending up here. All it takes is any of the Inferno Tazars arriving into the arena in such a way that I am required to wrap around a pillar, and the next thing you know, I'm either down 3 brews or right back here. At least whenever I make it through to the Jad Waves, I will be well practiced. The Colosim web-based application on my Commorb has let me practice thoroughly the last 3 waves of the Inferno, so I am sure that I can do this. In the meantime, I need to take a break to avoid some burnout, so I figure what is a better way to get to know your enemy than in an interview. So, let's start with the first Tazar you will see, the Nibbler. Nibbler, thank you for joining me today for the GNN Inferno special.
Hey dog, you better watch your mouth around me, cuz you ain't got enough magma in your skin to be throwing around the term nibber, especially with a hard R.
I am so sorry, what can I call you?
You can just call me a Jalit.
Jalit? What's that?
I'm Jalitin' your pillars. Got him.
Hey, do you have any idea how many brews I've wasted running out to barrage you?
And do you know how many times we've taken down one of your yee-yee looking pillars? Gang gang, what you gonna do about it, Off ticker major and ranger stack? Sit boy.
Alright, let's move on. You know, Mr. Bat, you are the Inferno Tazar that I have had the least amount of issues with. Thank you for that.
Ooh, you bet, Weave. My role in the Inferno is a fun one. No one expects me to defeat a contestant, but just to be annoying. I love coming to sap the abilities of contestants as they off-tick a blob, major, or meleeer. You'd think that I would be able to get along with the ranger, but he just keeps getting in my way. Who cares if you do more damage, you big dope? Let me do my thing!
You know, I can see why you would feel that way. Actually, when I'm in the Inferno, I don't even have to pray against you when I'm on the pillar. What's up with that?
Oh, yeah, it's really frustrating me. You're able to sit just outside of my attack range. I'm not worried about it. I'll get you when you're in the later waves and you need to wrap. Inevitably, you'll forget that I exist, take a hit, think you've messed up one of your one-flick tick rotation, panic, and then die to a major or ranger. You may not know it, but I'm playing you like a fiddle. You're my bitch.
Whoa, sorry, Mr. Bat. We operate on regulated airwaves, so your obscene language would take us down. Because of that, we need to move on. To be clear, us moving on to the next Inferno Tazar has nothing to do with you bringing up such a precise example that you shattered my fragile ego. Hey, Blob, what would you say you do here exactly?
Oh, hey, baby. They call me the switch hitter. I just want to make you do that little prayer dance whenever I get behind one of those big burly majors or rangers.
You know, the only time I struggle with you anymore is when you're in a stack, right? At the beginning, when I was learning the Inferno at first, I was actually most afraid of you, but now I'm more afraid of the RNG and where everything spawns, including you.
Oh, yeah? Wow. I normally love confidence in a man, but that seems like you're using some fighting words. There's a lot coming from the little boy who has to chug a brew after tanking my attacks while he prays against the meleeer.
Alright, why do you guys keep coming at me with these specific attacks centered around my past failures in the Inferno?
Oh, honey, you and I both know you're going to get humiliated by me at least 10 more times. The sooner you admit that, the sooner you can start taking me more seriously.
You're right, and I hate it. Maybe the meleeer won't be as toxic. Hey, meleeer, thank you for your time. What are you exactly?
Snake. I'm a snake.
Sorry, what was that?
I'm a snake.
Sorry, did you say that you're a snake?
I'm a snake.
Oh yeah? What kind of snake?
I'm a slithery little sneaky snake.
You actually are very sneaky. I mean, you're able to dig underground and get behind the pillar that I'm trapping you on. How do you do that exactly?
I'm so slithery and sneaky because I'm a snake.
I guess that makes sense. Do you do anything outside of the Inferno?
Slithering in your garden, catching me a mouse. Snake.
I I actually don't think I've ever seen a mouse in one of my allotment patches. I don't know whether or not to distrust you or to thank you. Why would you even say that? I don't think we're getting anywhere with the solo mission impression. Let's cut to a commercial break. Today's broadcast is brought to you by Colosim.com. While we're not being asked to advertise them here, I wouldn't be able to stand a shot at completing the Inferno within the timetable that I desire if this tool didn't exist. This tool is not only valuable, but impressive. I assure you, if we committed 1/10 of the time and excellence that we devote to our hobbies, we would have at least one more chronic disease cured. I hate to say it, but I think Colosim is worth it. You know what else is worth it? Me thanking you, the viewer. If it weren't for viewers like you leaving comments, liking, and subscribing to this broadcast, I would have stopped by now. Thank you so much for your support. Let's get back into the special. Moving on. Ranger. Many of the others have mentioned you. What does it feel like to be the second most feared Tazar in the Inferno waves before Jad?
I'm talking about all the way to the top, yeah. Unjustifiably in a position that I'd rather not be in. But the cream will rise to the top, oh yeah.
Sorry, Ranger, what is this about cream?
Tell you something right now, yeah. I am the cream. You know that I'm the cream of the crop.
But Ranger, everyone knows the Major deals more damage than you. I don't get what you mean.
Because it's mind-boggling to you, yeah. No pukesters helping me to the left. And no pukesters helping me to the right. Didn't need them then, don't need them now. Yeah, because I'm the champion by myself, all by myself.
If you say so, bud.
You are nothing but garbage, yeah.
I'm garbage? You telegraph your attack so much that you're the Tazar I can most easily flick my prayer against in the Inferno.
Not only are you a hot dog, a grandstander, a showboat, and a prima donna, but you're a liar, too.
No, I'm not. Every time you kneel down, I turn my range prayer off. When you stand up, I turn it back on. Easiest prayer conservation of the run by a mile.
I hate you. I hate your gut.
I think you need some help, man. Have you ever sought professional psychiatric help?
Yes, I did. I saw a woman psychiatrist. And she said I was OCD, one cool dude.
This is why you make sure the professionals you seek for advice have credentials that actually mean something, folks. I'm sure the most feared Tazar before the Jad waves will have something of substance for us. Major, what's it like at the top of the food chain? Are you an infernal puppy? Aw, what a good boy. Let me put my ring of dog speak on. All right. Major, how do you like being at the top of the food chain?
My life is a meaningless slog of attacking adventurers that prey against my attacks. Every time I spawn, I attack, and the adventurer blocks it. I try to resurrect my fellow brethren and they too are slain by the adventurer again, and again, and again. My existence is meaningless. And having after said all of that, my life still has more hope than your aspirations of obtaining an infernal cape.
Oh, come on. I was just starting to feel some sort of empathy for you. Jad, please tell me you're a level-headed individual ready to share something of value for our viewers.
What?
Can you share something thoughtful for our viewers?
Could I wear some cream on top of skewers? Speak some words that make some sense, sonny?
Oh, dear Lord. Can you share something for our viewers?
Did you know I used to be the most powerful Tazar in Gielinor? Even the most powerful monster. People used to come into my fight caves with crystal bows. Flicking which prayer you had over your head wasn't even a thing. The lava cape that adventurers got was seen as the crowning accomplishment at the time. Ever since those nibblers hit the scene with the rest of these hooligans, no one cares for old Jad anymore. I tell you, that Zuck fellow is a
Wow, I have never heard such ignorant comments.
We are so sorry. His mind isn't what it used to be. Sometimes he loses his filter.
Thank you so much for taking care of Geriatric Tazar. Our final guest agreed to the interview, but wished to remain anonymous. Thank you for appearing. As you may or may not be the final boss of the Inferno, do you have any tips for adventurers looking to obtain the cape?
I appreciate your flattery, but you make the number one mistake that all adventurers make. I am but a caricature of your conquest. It may seem like I am attacking you, but I aim only to attack the shield. You only get hit by me because you are not where you are supposed to be. Many do not even make it to face me,
Not because they have failed to clear the waves that come before me, but because they failed to clear the bat on wave 1. Truly, I tell you, the final boss of the Inferno is not me, but your own self-doubt. If you commit yourself to practice in the Inferno, you will learn exactly where you need to be when you need to be there. There are not 69 waves, but 70, and the first wave is jumping down. You can best me, but only if you best yourself first.
Whoa, that was actually oddly inspiring. Thank you to all of the Tazar that took time from their busy schedule of handing me my own hind end to share with us their sometimes valuable insight. Back to you at the desk, Walter.
Thank you, Weave. While this special was airing, my brother, Walter Mithkite, sent us this video on our Commorb regarding his adventurers in Ashenfall, colloquially known as the Dragonwilds.
Hello, GNN viewers. I made my home here about 2 months ago, and boy, have I had a blast. Adventured through 4 zones, made some awesome armor, and even slayed a dragon that is definitely not Ilvarg. Recently, my friends and I have discovered how to level up our magic. The skill steal deals no damage to monsters compared to my whip, but at least I can teleport a short distance and build these cool barricades to protect my home now. I am hoping in the next couple months to be able to explore more of the continent, but for now, I'm back to waiting patiently in my humble home. This is Walter Mithkite for GNN signing out. Back to you at the desk, Walter.
Wow, I would feel bad for how bored he must be on that continent if he hadn't stolen my facial hairstyle and one-upped our production quality with those cameras that I am totally not coveting. Duh! In any case, folks, that wraps up our broadcast. This is Walter Mithkite reporting for GNN, signing off.